like and subscribe. Now let's get straight to it. Melanated people, Hebrew Israelites, now called African Americans, and those that have been spread all over the world, our true religious teachings is not Christianity, it is not Islam, it is not Muslim, it is not Buddhist, or any of the other religious beliefs. And I call them religious beliefs. The Sumerians, the Nubians, the Cometians were all melanated people. Our religion is Greek philosophy. Greek philosophy is our religion. It is the religion of the black people, melanated people. You see, our religion is philosophy. What is philosophy? Philosophy is a search for truth. Truth is not conclusive. Religions are conclusive and therefore not eternal, not immortal. Anything that has a conclusion is mortal. Anything with a conclusion is mortal. Anything without a conclusion is immortal, because it does what? It lives on. It grows. The nature of life is to do what? To grow. God is eternal. Eternal means without beginning. We, as human beings, our goal is to become immortal because we have a beginning. When you understand God, you understand that we live in the mind of God. If you want to conceptualize God, think of a sphere, a round object that has no beginning and no ending, where if you are on one side, east becomes west. If you are on another side, west becomes east. It is circular, never ending, no beginning. Philosophy has no ending. It has a beginning, but it has no ending. That is our religion. You see, our religion was not about heaven and hell. Our religion, philosophy, taught us mathematics, astronomy, astrology, the human body, science, medicine, chemistry. Our religion, which is philosophy, encompassed all of that. Everything. You see, our religion was philosophy. It was called Kemetic philosophy. You see, our religion is philosophy and logic. And philosophy and logic is taught in all Ivy League schools around the world. We are philosophers. That is our religion. Our religion is the study of everything. From Socrates, who drank the hemlock, he was imitating Yahshua when he drank the hemlock. But he did not understand the summum bonum, because what he did was commit suicide, because he wanted to manifest spirituality. He committed suicide. He did not understand the summum bonum, which is to live your life to live your life doing the greatest good. That is the summum bonum, to live your life doing the greatest good. He was a Neanderthal. He did not understand it. You see, committing suicide is a way of saying, I have nothing to give to the world. That is why suicide is a sin. It is to say, I give up. I have nothing to offer to the world. And if you have faith in God, you do not give up. Read Romans 5. Read Romans 5. The negative things that we go through in life are designed to awaken our spiritual mastery. You see, necessity is the mother of creation. Necessity is the mother of necessity. You're overcoming your trials and tribulations is creation. When you have a problem and you can't get past that problem, then you do what? That problem becomes a necessity. And from that necessity, you have to create. You create from necessity. That's why necessity is the mother of invention. That's why Eli Whitney created the cotton gin. A black man. He saw a necessity. You see, and we, as Hebrew Israelites, we must embrace our trials and tribulations in order to overcome them, because they are a problem. And a cure for that problem is a necessity. So we can cure our own problems, but we need truth. We have to stop believing in the lies and believe in truth. Do not get twisted by your desires. Desires and necessity are two different things. Desires lead you off into a wrong path. Necessity cures and smooths the path. Necessity cures and smooths the path so that we can travel freely. Desires takes us nowhere, because your greatest desire should be of necessity. Your greatest desire should be of necessity. And that greatest desire should be life itself. Life itself should be of necessity, because life is. What is the key to solving the problems? Love. Love of life. Love is the primary source of knowledge. Do things out of love of life. Love is the primary key to life. Love is life. Life does not exist without love. Love brings about order. Love brings order. This is the beginning of our intelligence as Homo sapiens, melanated people. Caucasians are Neanderthals. They are not as intelligent as us, and they are not superior to us. And when you listen and you believe and accept the teachings of an inferior person, then you yourself becomes inferior and you lose your superiority, and in our case, sense of self. You see, we give the United States its swag, its popularity, its music, its gold medals in the Olympics, its sciences. We were the first scientists because we were philosophers, and philosophers are mental and spiritual explorers. Philosophers are mental and spiritual explorers. We explored. That's why we were the first brain surgeons. We were the first heart surgeons because we explored. But we explored out of love of life. We did not explore for personal profit and gain, which is what the satanic, demonic United States does. It uses everything to satisfy greed, the desire for greed, which is no different than being a junkie. It is just another drug, a mental drug. Desires are mental drugs. Love is not a drug. Love is a necessity that leads to creation. God asks for nothing and gives all. God asks for nothing and gives all. For what can you give to God? God does not need your, what do you call it? Your contributions, your anything. God doesn't need anything from us. He gives us everything. What can you give to a being who has everything, that has created everything? The only thing that you can give to God is love and faith and your hope in return for what God has given you. And when you give God your love, your faith, and your hope, you are actually giving to yourself and allowing God to give to you by the acceptance of God's love. So understand the religion of the melanated people, Sumerians, Nubians, Cometians, now called Egyptians, but they are not Cometians. Our religion is philosophy. It is in our DNA. And when we awaken to the truth, we will awaken to who we are. It was not Socrates who coined the phrase, know thyself. It was the Cometians. This phrase was written in the temples in Kemet, now known as Egypt. I will tell you this. There is any place you dig underneath the sand in Egypt, you will find our works of art, and you will find our civilization, because the things we made were built to last for centuries and centuries and centuries. With this, like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you in my next videos.